Stop, stop. If you don't know numbers in German, you cannot speak properly. Aber keine Sorge. But don't worry, in just 5 minutes you will learn German numbers easily. So hello everyone, willkommen bei neue Experience classes. Hello and welcome to new Experience classes. So today in this video, we will see German numbers. So let's get started. So how to say the numbers? You will say die Zahlen. Die Zahlen, that's called numbers. Now how to say 0 in German? We will say null. Null. How to say 1? Eins. Eins. How to say 2? That is zwei. Zwei. The Z will pronounce like a S, so it's become zwei. How to say 3? That is drei. 4, vier, as of English, vier, vier. 5, fünf, fünf. 6, sechs, sechs. Z sound will be there. 7 will be sieben, sieben. And 8, acht, acht. As I told you earlier, when you will see A, O and U before CH, then you will simply add what? K. K will be the pronunciation. Okay, now you can see before CH what is coming? I is there. So the pronunciation will be K. So it will be acht, K. And 9 will be neun, neun. And 10, same. So how you can say from 0 to 10? That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now how to say 11? You will say elf, elf. How to say 12? That is your zwölf, zwölf. How to say 13? Now let's do some basic mathematic calculation. How to say 13? You know 13 will become in this way. 10 plus 3 becomes 13. And the word for 10 that which we have seen, that is same. How to say 3? You will say drei. Now let's combine it together. First you will write this 3 which is called drei and then put it same. Now it's become dreizehn. 10 plus 3 combination, so dreizehn. You will first write 3 and then 10. Dreizehn. How to say 14? It will be vierzehn. Vierzehn. How to say 15? Fünfzehn. 16? Sechzehn. You will not add here S. This S will be removed in between. You will not put S here. Simply you will remove it, omit it. So simply that is sechzehn. How to say 17? Siebzehn. Not sieben, you will say siebzehn. How to say 18? Achtzehn. 19? Neunzehn. And 20 will be zwanzig. Zwanzig. This Z-I-G will pronounce like a ish. Zwanzig. Is that clear, everyone? Is it clear to you? Now, how you can say from 0 to till 20? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Okay. Now behalf of this, let's learn more number. If you learn till 20, after that it's easy to make all the number till 1000. You just require the simple tips and tricks. So how to build 21 in German? Again, you already know that 20 plus 1 will become 21, right? How to say 20? Yeah, you are right, absolutely. That is zwanzig. Now zwanzig plus 1. How to say 1? That is eins. Now what you will do, everyone? You will combine with it. Just remove this S from the end. S, eins, 1. Now put it here. Ein und. In between, for connecting 21, you need the connector. You will connect it between, that is 21. 21. 21. In the same way, can you think about 22? Yes, you will make 20 plus 2 becomes 22. How to say 20? Hmm? Yeah, that's absolutely right. That is 20. And how to say 2? Yes, zwei. Now let's make it. You will put it here. Zwei und 20. 22, which is called 22. Same way, if I want to say 23, then 23. 29, 29. But how to say 30? That we don't know. Okay, so for saying 30, you will use here 30. 30. 40 will be 40. 50, 50. 60, 60. 70, 70. 80 will be 80. 90, 90. Okay, so 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then 90. 90. How to say 100? You will say 100. 100. Either you can say 100, 100, or you can simply say 100, which is called 100. How to say 200? 200. 200. How to say 700? 700. 700. 700. 600? 600. And if I want to say 1000, then you will say 1000. 1000, or Sie kann auch sagen, or you can also say 1000. Now next is here 123. Okay, how to say 123? Let's do the basic of mathematics again. You already know the place system, like here ones, tens, and hundred, right? Ones, tens, and hundred. So now you can see here one is on the which place? On the hundred place. So first write 100. How to say 23? That is 23. 100, 23. Same way. How to say 224? 200, 200, 24. 200, 24. 200, 24. 224. I hope till here it's clear to you. Now let's move for the question section, how we can build. Okay, now let's see the counting exercise. So first here, what do you think? Which number is it? 12. How to say 12, everyone? Yeah, that's correct. That is 12. How to say 12? You will say 12. Now, how to say 3? Yeah, das ist auch richtig. That is also correct. That is 3. Yes. How to say 7? That will be 7. Yes. 7. How to say 2? Yeah, that's 2. 2. How to say 1? Are you able to find here 1? Yes, that is 1. How to say 11? Yes, that is 11. Now next number which we have, that is 9. 9 will be 9. 10, that will be same. Next number, that is your 4. How to say 4? Yes, that is here fear. 8 will be acht. 6 will be, yeah, that is 6. And 5, last one remaining, that will be 5. Okay. So you can check your answer. Have you done in the same way? Now let's move ahead. Now, next thing is that ordnen Sie die Zahlen zu. Ordnen Sie die Zahlen zu. You need to match out the numbers. Zuordnen, this is your trennbar verb, separable one, which we will see in upcoming videos. That is from the chapter number 6. Okay, Netzwerk Neubuch. So, zuordnen means to match out. You need to match out what? The numbers. Die Zahlen. Now one is done for you. You can see here 50.715. Yes. So this is the right answer. 50.715. Right? Now in the same way, find the next one. It's saying 15,000. 15, that's called 15. And that should be 1,000. 15,000. And then 700, 700. 82. 82, that means 82. So 15,000, this is matching with the E. And always remember when you are writing the 1,000, you need to put here point. Okay, for writing the 1,000, this point, you need to put it. So this is 15,782. Now next one, drei. It's saying here 1,353. Now find it. Where is 1,000? 300, 300, and then 53. Where is it? Quickly find it out. Yes, that is this one. 1,353. Day one. Next is here your fear. The fear is saying here in the fear one. 1533. 1,000, that means 1,000. 500, 500. 33, that is 33. Yes, it's matching with A. Now next one. Fifth. 5,000, 5,000. 800, 800. 24. 24, that means 24. Yes, that's absolutely matching with the F. Now next. 58.400, 427. That means 8. Here, 58,000, that's used to refer what? Quickly tell me. Yes, that's called 58,000. And 400, 427, 27. It's matching with the G. And the last one, 51,000, that is called 51,000. 800, 800, 16, 16. So it's matching with the B. Okay. So we have done here till all the questions. So I hope your all answers are correct. If correct, then in the comment box, you can put the thumbs up sign if all the answers are correct, or you can write correct there also. I hope till here it's clear to you. So see you in the next video. Till then, you can please like, share and subscribe. Auf Wiedersehen dann. Bye bye everyone.